So this last question is for all you managers out there who may be struggling to understand how to reach out and effectively manage this new generation of YPs. As we all know, attitudes and values do change with time. So who better to get advice on what this new generation of YPs look for in a manager than someone who just entered this industry? Without further ado, Lexi, being a YP in your own right, what is probably other managed by other YPs? What do you value in a manager? You know, hands off versus hands on, how they listen to you, you know, what your goal reviews look like, etc.
Yeah, and this really goes back to kind of that developmental focus conversation early on, where I know that my biggest weakness is dealing with ambiguity. So what I value most in a manager is just having a clear direction of where to go, and I have clear expectations from them. And at the end of that, also having the feedback to know what I could have done better. So I'm most motivated when I feel like I'm making an impactful contribution to my organization or my company. And this means that I'm given work that either directly contributes to a concrete goal for the company, like or coming up with an estimate for a project, or when I'm working on something to help others do their job more easily or efficiently. So when I'm given this work, I like to have clear communication of what's expected of me, why this work is important, and to be pointed in the right direction of how to get started. I don't need someone kind of micromanaging every single decision I'm making, but I like to have, you know, a clear direction of what are the resources I'm going to need to figure out this problem. So from these resources and expectations, later on, if I do come up with a question, I'll know better the correct questions to ask and who to go to, and then further resources I'll need to help figure out that project or problem. So on the back end of this, once a project has been completed, I really value feedback and kind of checkups throughout, because I like to know what I did well, what I can improve on, also how things are typically done. Since I'm new to this company, I'm always asking, you know, like, well, what steps do people usually take for this? How long does this usually happen? Or how long does this usually take to get done? Because I don't know all of these things. I don't know if it takes, you know, like, it'll take me a long time, but I don't know if it should take, like, you know, 5 hours to get something done. So once I know all of that, I can know how I deviated from kind of standard practicing procedures pretty much.
Well, once again, Lexi, you know, the TAPI YP division and especially myself would like to extend our thanks to you for all the time you've given us the past few months, just so we can learn a little bit more about you. For all you YPs out there right now, I would also like to take this time to encourage you to look at becoming a member of TAPI and joining the YP division, all at a very healthy discount, I might add. We thank you again for listening to these videos, and we hope to see you at one of our TAPI events sometime very soon.